Uh, how are you both doing today?
Good.
We have a husband and wife team here. They're going to give us a comment, but they didn't want to be on camera. So I'm gonna ask you all a question. Do you think that the worship of racial images in religion has any type of psychological effect on the minds of children? I mean, be it a positive effect or a negative effect. What do you think happens in the mind of a child if a child is taught to believe that God was a human being, and then he was shown a picture or a statue of that God?
Well, I mean, in any shape or form, when somebody is preaching the God can embodied human figure, I think it's wrong, regardless if it's taught to children or to adults. But definitely, on the point of racial differences, definitely does not, that does not really encourage, encourage different race children to be more closer together, which religion should do in general aspect, but actually is deterring them from bonding by saying that racial superior imagery of, let's say, Jesus Christ is definitely white. Hence, it's very hard for the other racial children to see themselves as as being part of that. I mean, I would completely not allow children to be ever taught any religion based on somebody else's preachings except their own.
And how do you feel?
Well, I mean, then that's going against what religion is, because it's about a teaching. You have to teach a child something for someone.
Yeah, but why do you need to embody image of a higher power? Why do you need to have a representation of the higher power in any aspect? You could call it a god, but in general, everybody's just talking about the higher power, and the higher power has a son doesn't make him a god. I mean, something that if the spirit embodies, human bodied, we should not be looking at we should be blind to that. We should just have our,
blind to.
It should be spirituality that leads us, not appearance, not a symbolism.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is a husband and wife team. I love them. They're beautiful. If we found out that racial images depicting God, cause some type of adverse or harmful effects in the thinking of children, would you guys be of the mind to call for removal of racial images? Do you think that removing racial images from your homes would be a thing to do? If you did have images in your home, if you found out they were harming the minds of your children, would you remove them?
I think it's a hard thing to say to remove them. There is a historical, precedence about, the religious people are just not gonna do that, regardless of what I think about it.
Yeah.
And I think they shouldn't, just because, I have a difference of opinion, I think I should not be encroaching in their, private beliefs and their private, I don't want to tell them how to worship their deities. I mean, I don't want them to tell me anything too, so, it's,
But I think he's saying, if they found that it, harmed society at large, that it was making people.
well, of course, but at the end of the day, we're talking about the children, and parents are the ones that have ultimate kind of environment, definitely. But the parents are the first ones that should educate the child to choose. Like I come from a a religious background, so I was never forced to be part of any religion, any organized group for that matter.
There's a specific reason for that.
Well, yeah, because both my parents were educated, and they understood that religion was needed some time ago. You know, when the hardship, you know, of the man was at the greatest, and you know, people needed something to believe in and something to move them forward. And today, this is a different world. You know, today even kid that, you know, says that they strongly have Christian values, they still, you know, do so many things that, you know, it's completely and utterly in dissociation with the religion, you know. So, you know, they're doing it themselves, I think. What he's trying to say, they're taking, I think we are not conservative. I mean, they are not conservative as much as they used to be. So I think, you know, I don't think we need to move, you know, forward with even encroachment in personal and private, you know, beliefs. This is just my opinion. But you're right, you know. What does that leave for, you know, for a religious minority? You know, a person that believes it's highly devoted to a religion, but you know, the representation is completely false. You know, I mean, I don't know. Like,
It is, yeah.
you know, the only way Jesus can have blue eyes is, you know, if Mary found a Roman soldier down the line somewhere. I mean, Jesus. Anyway, I don't want to offend anybody.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you both very, very, very much, and I appreciate the interview, and God bless you both, and keep that marriage going.
Thanks for this opportunity. But I'll just say one thing. You know, if we should concentrate on something, is that we should concentrate on the things that we have in common, not the things that we don't have in common. I should propagate that although this is completely something that, you know, it is true and it's very hard to, you know, resolve it, but I think we should be pushing forward the things that are really unifying us more than are separating us. And religion, unfortunately, is not going to be a thing that is going to unify everybody across the globe. That's just not going to happen.
Do you think that if the idea or the concept was taught to the world or shared with the world, that God is invisible, you know, ever present, never absent, having no beginning and no ending, having no physical likeness, do you think that an idea like that would be universally acceptable and dignified for everybody?
No way. I mean, there's people that don't believe in anything like that, you know. I'm one of them. I believe in completely different kind of embodiment, or, you know, holiness or whatever, which is, I think, in each and every one of us, you know. I don't think there is one unified thing. Spiritually, we're not going to get together, because I think that spiritually people are different based on their environment, based on their culture, based on their, you know, overall experiences. So the only way we can unify is the things that we have in common. The spiritual beliefs are not in my opinion, they're not the ones. But there are so many different things that we have in common. Like, for example, desire to eat good food. That's why we are here at the farmers market. I mean, things like this, a good produce in your body, it means way more than going to pray 10 times a day. You know, I mean, you do yourself a greater favor by doing that. This is just my opinion.
I think humans have a definite need to categorize things, and that's why they put it into human figures. I mean, until we kind of evolve more as a society, just putting that out there may not work. But eventually, I hope maybe something like that would work and change things around. I don't know.
Well, I thank you both so much. This has been a very interesting interview.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Y'all take care now. Enjoy that meal. I like you guys. I really do. Take care now. All right.